New holiday deals just dropped at Lowe's. Get up to 30% off select major appliances, plus an additional $75 off for every $1,000 you spend on select kitchen major appliances from brands like Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Maytag. And don't miss big savings on DeWalt. Save $80 on a DeWalt 20-volt max 2-tool combo kit. Was $229, now just $149. Lowe's knows deals. Offers valid 12/5 through 12/11. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. See Lowes.com for details and qualifying items while supplies last.
Welcome to Meeting Malcolmus, a pavement podcast.
Hey, it's JD here, back for another week of rattling through the rush of seminal indie rock band Pavement, looking for anything we might find that will lead the way to maybe someday perhaps me meeting Malcolmus. So far, if you're keeping score at home, I have interacted or met 3 of the 5 classic Pavement lineup. Gary, of course, being the wild card, both metaphorically and actually. Hey, listen, I hope you're well. Lots going on in the world, and this is your time to just shut that shit out and listen to some great music. So why don't we do that? We've got a real good one this week. I am coffeeless. I have not had my coffee yet. So, some weeks you get me influenced by my indulgence. I don't know if that's a word. I don't know. And then other weeks you get me with nothing, just running clean. Oh my gosh. So there's that. I can tell you that I'm excited about today's show. I really fucking love I Love Perth. This is a song that the first time I heard it, I immediately hit rewind. And it's funny that we call it rewind still, but you're not really rewinding anything. Do you call it rewind? Or back? I guess you call it back. I call it rewind still, even though now we're, 2 generations away from cassettes with digital and CDs. I'm a little slow here, folks. I'm sorry. Got back from camping. Had a great time. We had to pull the plug a day early, though. It started to rain. And I think I mentioned to you that I really am not much of a camper. I can get by, I can get by. Give me a lot of beer, and I can get behind sleeping on the ground. But introduce rain into the equation, and I am out. What the fuck is the point of camping in the rain? And, I was talking to a buddy the other day, and they camp all the time, and they're going camping in a week or so for one day. For one day. Does anybody here camp for one day? I can't set up a tent for one day. I can't get behind that. No way. Fuck. It's got to be like 3 days at least for me to set up a campsite, make it like home. So, hope everyone is doing well and managing through all this news. Like I said, though, let's just shut that out. And you know what? Let's listen to the first version of I Love Perth. And then we'll come back and talk about it a little bit. I got a couple emails today. And we'll go from there. But let's listen to some good music. Let's see if this can perk up old JD here and act like caffeine, because this is like I said, first time I heard it, rewind instantly and listen to it a second, third, fourth time, I think. It's just so fun and so catchy and so full of energy. This is energetic, fun Pavement at their best. Now, I don't listen to Pavement just for fun and energeticness. Making up words as I go here. But when I do, this is what I want to hear. This is just really great. So this is a live version from it comes from the Sordid Sentinels edition of the reissue of Wowie Zowie. And it's on the second disc. And I'll give you some more information on the other side. This is I Love Perth on Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast.
Everyone is carrying on in this house, afraid to admit that I can't even watch things you do and the people you know. Yeah, you've seen in Australia on the moon. Take my surfboard, maybe I'll go. Knows that it's and other folks. Well, yeah, our hearts were blanketed with it all. And then I took off the sweater and I put on that shawl. Petty shawl, put you up for me. Yeah. You're pretty sexy and I'm gorgeous too. Make a pair, me and you forever on and on and on and on.
Right? Isn't that great? Oh man, I'm perked up. What you don't know is that I just listened to that 2 times. I only put 1 on the recording, but that comes from a BBC Radio 1 evening session. Well, I say an evening session, but it was a program, I suppose. If it's on BBC Radio, it's a program. And it was I don't know how to say his last name, Steve Lamacq evening session. First transmission date, March 15th, 1995. So, gosh, is that before? That's before Wowie came out. And, yeah, that's before Wowie came out. Interesting. Because Wowie came out in April. And the studio version of I Love Perth came out on this Pacific Trim, which was what we're talking about. But here's the catch. It was on the CD issue, you only got, it ended at Saginaw. But if you bought the vinyl 7-inch EP of Pacific Trim, you got I Love Perth as well. And that's February 96. So that's almost a year later. You get a studio version. So for all you who were living it, you probably remember, trading bootlegs and trying to get your hands on this shit. And then, finding the 7-inch would have been a godsend to get like a studio version of this. I don't know if they took I Love Perth into the Wowie sessions. It would seem to me that they would have, and they would have just whittled it out. They would have, it would have been something that just didn't make the cut right off the bat. But I can't say that definitively. So there's that. What do you think? Pretty fucking good, right? It's just, it has no business being that good. It's 1 minute and 10 seconds, the version you just heard. The studio version is 1:05. And it is lean. It is just lean. And all charisma. It's got a swagger that would just fit on, God, I mean, if not for Saginaw, Pacific Trim is right up there. Well, maybe not right up there, but like it's very good. It's like I want to say it's up there with Watery, but it's just less complete, I suppose. Watery, I feel they were at their like superpowers. They were at the height of their superpowers. Mind you, coming off Wowie, they were pretty fucking good too. So there's an argument to be made. If you're a fan of Saginaw, if you're somebody who loved Saginaw, then you love this EP. And I want to hear from you. Send me an email, jd@meetingmalcolmus.com. I want to know what you think of Pacific Trim. If you had the 7-inch or if you had the CD, and what you were thinking when you got your hands on this little fucker. Anyway, let's listen to it again. This is the studio version. I Love Perth, Meeting Malcolmus.
Everyone is carrying on in this house. I fade to neglect that I can't even watch the things you do and the people you know. A groovy scene in Australia, I will move. Take my surfboard, maybe I'll groove. Noise addicts and other foes. Oh yeah, our hearts were blanketed with it all. And then I took off the blanket and saw the petty shawl that you wore for me. You're gorgeous, I'm pretty handsome too. We make a pair, me and you forever. On and on and on and on. Me and you forever, ever on.
I want to know who these two people are, the protagonists in this song. They sound so fucking happy and content and wonderful. You just want to hang out with them. They're like Jenny and the S-Dog in their prime before Jenny goes off to school. You know, it's just people you want to just hang with and just talk about music with. I don't know. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, good stuff. What's it about? To me, clearly, it's just this couple that are, you know, handsome and gorgeous, and they're in Australia. They're loving Perth, and Perth, of course, is a city in Australia, which is a country continent for your geography buffs out there. I mean, if you're a geography buff, though, I've really done nothing for you because I just told you the very obvious. I did learn that oftentimes my friend tells me, now she might be full of shit, but she tells me that oftentimes people will refer to Australia, the country continent, attached with New Zealand, as Oceania. I don't know if this is true or not, but it seems plausible to me, as there's a lot of ocean down there. And hey, I'm waking up. Hey, this is good. I'm waking up. This song just totally rattled me and woke me up. But anyway, it sounds like they're just surfing, and like I picture the end. I picture them just running along the beach, on and on and on and on and on, and there they go into the horizon, and that's great for them. That's fucking great for them. We're really thrilled. So there's that. Yeah, I got a couple of emails I want to share, and one is sort of a funny one. It's a little more personal, I suppose, but it says the subject is busted, and it comes from our friend Todd, and he says, "Hey JD, hope you had fun camping. Me and mine are all doing great here in CLE. I've been doing a ridiculous amount of mountain biking on real trails in the woods, and lately I keep stumbling upon dudes, young and old, who have snuck off into the woods to get high. And of course I shout out busted every time because I'm a jerk. But I also, the idea of having to hide away or smoke your weed these days seems so ridiculous. Anyway, I have to admit I was completely unaware of all these awesome EP tracks until recently, and I'm digging the hell out of them. Saginaw as well? Let me know. I want to know. Especially these last two. I thought your somewhat disjointed pod for gangsters and pranksters fit the song perfectly. So he's referring to the song that I was pretty high. The episode I was pretty high, and that's why the subject is busted, because he's busting me. You see? He's busting me. Fuck. By the way, the Merry Pranksters was actually a group of dudes doing tons of LSD in the 60s. I'm blanking on the name of the book. If only there was some magical information device that would let me look it up without leaving my IBM Selectric 2. The electric Kool-Aid acid test. How great is that? I think Tom Wolfe is actually a great writer. You should check it out. Todd, I did check that book out back in the day. I need to reread it. I need to reread basically everything, as about 3 years ago I had ECT therapy. Don't know if anybody out there has ever had ECT therapy, but that's electroconvulsive therapy. And they zap your brain. Anyway, I had 14 sessions of that while I was in the mental hospital approaching perfection. And, it took away a ton of my memory. Now, I may have told you this story before, in which case I am absolutely validating what I just told you, because it's fucking brutal. It's difficult making new memories too. Anyway, I think Todd's also ribbing me there a little bit for, not interneting as much as I should. I haven't been doing as much research as I should leading into some episodes, but I got to tell you, I do this stuff pretty off the cuff, and I don't want to be tapping on the keyboard while I'm talking to you. So there's that. I'll be better though. I promise I'll be better, and we'll all be better for it, won't we? Anyway, got another email here, and it's called Flower. The subject is Flower, and it comes from our friend Chris, and he says, Flower was ace. Kind of somewhere between Pavement and Neil Young. More info, please. Stay well, Chris. Chris, I don't have much more info. It comes from our friend Pete, Pete, I just got your letter today, and means a lot. I'm thinking of you. I'm sending vibes to my buddy, Pete. Keep sending those songs, and God, yeah, keep sending those songs. I don't have much more info other than he said that he has got somebody who finished the bass line on the song. And that's cool. If you want to send us a completed version of it, we can. I can spin it off as a separate episode, and anybody who wants it can just take it as an MP3 from. I think you can download these. Anyway, that's something you can think about. That's what I got for you this week. A couple emails from our friends, and I have to mega apologize. I am literally leaving here about an hour from now to mail out the prizes for the contest that we had earlier, the Steve West records. If you've been waiting for them, I'm sorry they haven't arrived. I ran into a little bit of a challenge sending them out. And mainly the challenge is that I'm just a fuckhead and haven't sent them out. But they're going out today. So I would think, Chris, you should have yours. I'm pretty sure Chris won one. You should have yours in a couple of weeks. And who else won? Well, I've got it written down, so that's the important thing. There's one that's domestic and one that's international, and the international one, which I'm pretty sure is Chris, will be a couple weeks, and the domestic one should be about a week. Anyway, that's what I got for you. Be good, stay cool, make friends with people that you don't know, because that's an all right thing to do. I've learned, and it's something new. So there's that. Be good. Take care. Rock on.
Meeting Malcolmus, a Pavement podcast, is a weekly affair. Connect with JD at jd@meetingmalcolmus.com. Please support the pod by rating, reviewing, or sponsoring us at meetingmalcolmus.com. And hey, I'm social. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook at Meeting Malcolmus.